turn off the music now. It's finally December, yay. I've been listening to Christmas music for a while, but for those of you who feel like you should only listen to it in December, now you can play your Christmas music. So hope you guys are doing good today. I'm super excited to share all the tips that I have with you about hair. At the end, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments and I will answer them at the end of the show, or I can always come back and answer questions as well. So go ahead and do that. And then one thing I want to do is just introduce myself for those of you who do not know who I am. My name is Karen Amundson, and my husband and I run Oil Powered Pear. So we started our doTERRA business together almost 3 years ago now. And then another thing I want to share with you, make sure everybody knows about this, is we are doing a massive giveaway to help get people over to our YouTube channel, our brand new YouTube channel, which is Oil Powered Pear. So go to either Instagram, our page there, Oil Powered Pear, or go to Facebook, and you can enter by subscribing. Okay, so subscribe first, and then you can tag as many people as you want, and each tag is an entry. So it is over $500 worth of doTERRA products that we are giving away. So I'm super excited to be able to bless somebody with that. And how about this perfect timing for Christmas? So I really look at it as a gift to somebody, and cannot wait to be able to announce that on the 22nd of December. Okay, so another thing that I want everyone to know about as well is the promotion that's going on with doTERRA. Right now, if you have a wholesale account, you can go on, and if you order 200 PV in products, you will get a free frankincense. Now, frankincense is one of those oils that everyone treasures, okay? It is amazing how it supports our body. One of the main things that it does is it helps support apoptosis, which is natural cell death. So you want your bad cells to be dying off, not reproducing, okay? So I take that oil every morning and every night under my tongue. I just do 2 drops. I usually do it, you know, you can put it by your toothbrush, and then that's a good reminder to do it morning and night. So just so you know about that, you can get up to 4 on your account. If you don't have a wholesale account yet and you want one, it's just like Costco, where you can shop whenever you want and you get the wholesale discount, which is 25% off. So message me and get in touch with me or anybody who's helping you with your essential oil journey, and we can get you plugged into that. All right, and then the last announcement is if you are local to where we live, we are from Buena Vista, Colorado. We are doing a holiday make and take that is Thursday, December 13th. So make sure you check out. We're going to post that announcement on our page and on Instagram coming up here really soon. But just mark your calendar now. December 13th is going to be a super fun night for doing make and takes. We're going to do a couple sprays. We're going to do a roller ball. We're going to have live music, appetizers, drinks. So it's going to be a super fun night. All right, well, let's get to what we are all here for, all about that hair. And yes, I am on, I think you would say day 4. So the last time I washed my hair was Sunday. So I think Monday would be day 2, day 3, day 4. It's either day 3 or day 4, however you want to look at it, without washing my hair. And I cannot tell you how much this frees up time for me, because I'm not having to wash it every single day and dry it every single day. It's good for my hair, and I'm going to get into that. And then I save money as well. It's cost effective because I'm not using all of that shampoo and conditioner day after day after day. Okay, so I took a bath today. That is what I do in between is I'll do baths, and if I do a shower, you know, my hair is up, so it's not getting super wet, but even if it does get wet, I do a quick blow dry. So I did blow dry my hair a little bit today because I took a bath and there just maybe was a little bit of moisture in there to get that out. So, all right, let's talk about what I use first of all for shampoo and conditioner. doTERRA does make their own shampoo and conditioner. And you will be happy to know that if you go and you look up, if you go to Skin Safe Products, that's a website, they rate their products for the top allergen-free products that are out there, okay? So if you look up doTERRA, you will find that this is 82%. It rates really high for being allergen-free, all right? So that's number one. Another thing that I want to point out too is if you look at the back, okay, there are a couple ingredients that are long and you might not be able to really read and pronounce, and sometimes that can be a red flag, like if you can't read the ingredients, oh my goodness, what is that? Okay, so with the ingredients that are in here, the ones that you cannot pronounce, most of those ingredients were botanically derived and they're from coconut, okay? So they help condition your hair, and they are emulsifiers, okay? So I did, oh, here we go. Sorry guys. This is a list right here of all of the harmful ingredients, okay, that you will find in a lot of your over-the-counter shampoos, all right? After this call, I have a bit.ly form that you guys can go to, and I have linked all of the websites, the articles, the reviews. There's one that shows like what are the harmful ingredients that you should be looking for and be aware of. But there's one ingredient in here that most people know you should be watching for. It's the sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium laureth sulfate, okay? And the one that is in here is sodium, I don't know how you pronounce this, lauryl. It's with an O, okay, instead of an A or the laureth, okay? AU or the laureth. So I know this is probably not making sense right now, but the ingredient that's in here is the one that is derived from coconut. So one letter can make a huge difference, okay? So I want you to know that about this. And hopefully most of you are aware that we are bombarded in the United States with over-the-counter products that have harmful ingredients, okay? If you want to learn more about that, which in this day and age, we have access to all the education that's out there, like we can be privy and know what exactly is in our products and what is not good and how it's harming our body. We did a class on that, my husband and I did. It's called Toxic versus Natural. So if you go to our YouTube channel at Oil Powered Pear, you can watch that show and we dive into lots of stats, lots of statistics, and that is definitely one that you will want to watch. So I'm not going to get into a whole lot of that in this show. Okay, so that's what I use for shampoo and conditioner. The fragrance in here, which one of the most harmful ingredients that you will find in your over-the-counter products are your fragrances, because they do not have to disclose what the company is using for fragrance, okay? So we obviously use essential oils to fragrance our shampoo. Excuse me, I'm drinking a smoothie here, and conditioner, okay? So this one, the shampoo smells like wild orange and lime, and this has a lot of oils. It has peppermint, marjoram, rosemary, lavender, eucalyptus, ylang ylang, lime, lemon. So loaded with essential oils in this one. All right, so that's the shampoo and conditioner. And I use a very little amount, so a little bit more than a pea size amount. And then I shampoo just my scalp, okay? So right up here, that's all you need to shampoo. And then when you rinse your hair out, it's gonna help wash the ends as well. For conditioner, all I do is condition my ends, okay? So not my scalp, just my ends. And then rinse it out. Then afterwards, what I do is we have a glaze, okay? Healthy Hold glaze. And I will take this and I'll rub this in my hair when it's wet. And I only do that after I shampoo and condition my hair. So for the last 3 or 4 days, I have not been using this. And then I also use root to tip serum, okay? This is great for your scalp. Now, I recently had a facial, which was absolutely amazing. If you're local, check out Tracy over at the Gem Store. She uses doTERRA essential oils with her facials. But what she did is she gave me a scalp massage using oil. So she was literally putting oil like all over my scalp and massaging my scalp, because it's very moisturizing, okay? So that's what this does for healthy, nourished scalp, okay? Apply several drops on clean, damp hair. And then you can spread it throughout your hair, okay? So I use this, again, when my hair is wet, and I really focus on my scalp. Now, another thing you can do for a healthy hair is before you are going to wash your hair. So let's just say it's been the 3 or 4 days, or if you can go even 5 or 6, which I've done that before. So that's day 5 and day 6 is normally when I pull out my hats and I'll put a hat on, or I'll do the messy bun, or I'll do a ponytail. But on the last days, what you can do the day before you know you're gonna wash your hair is take this again and rub it all over your scalp. Or you could use jojoba oil, avocado oil, fractionated coconut oil, hemp oil. All of those oils are gonna be good for nourishing and conditioning your scalp, okay? So the other thing I do with this is I apply it to my hands. So I didn't do it today. I meant to and I forgot, but that's what it looks like. And then you just rub it around your hands, and you're gonna just apply it to your ends, okay? So I love that. I love the smell of it. It smells so good. All right, so now, how often to wash your hair, okay? I'm gonna get a little sciencey here, and we're gonna talk about why your hair gets greasy, okay? So I have some notes over here. I did a little bit of research, and I'm gonna just share this with you. So your hair gets greasy for the same reason that your face gets oily. Glands in the skin produce an oily substance called sebum. I think I'm saying that right. It's S-E-B-U-M, okay? So sebum. Sebum is what moistens hair and keeps it from drying out. The glands that produce sebum, sebaceous glands, are located next to the hair roots in the layer of skin called the dermis. Channels from the sebaceous glands lead to the hair follicle, and that's how sebum gets out of the skin and onto your scalp. So that is why you end up getting greasy hair, okay? That's the science behind it. And then in this article, it talks about how when kids are going through puberty, they end up getting really greasy hair and really oily skin, and that is because those glands are, the hormones are making those glands work overtime, okay? So that's why that happens. Okay, so how much washing is right for you? Now, everybody has different hair. For people that have curly or coarse hair, they do not need to wash their hair as often. I have curly hair, okay? It's not coarse, but it's curly. For those that have like straight, fine hair, they're gonna tend to get greasier hair, okay? So that's the difference. Now here's the key. Washing too often can do more harm than good, okay? It's paradoxical, but people who wash their hair a lot get rid of oil that's drying out their scalp and producing more oil. So the more you wash your hair, the oilier your hair is going to be, okay? So if you have friends that say, oh, how can you go a day without washing your hair? If I go a day, my hair gets so greasy. And then what do? They're in there washing their hair. It's like you've got to just, what's the word? Deal with it, right? And go through the greasy hair moment for a few days and keep adding to it, okay? So I have never washed my hair every single day because I remember hearing it once from somebody a long time ago that you shouldn't wash your hair every day. I was like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But I could only go like 2 days. So I would wash my hair one day, not wash it the next. By day 3, I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to wash my hair, okay? Now I can go a lot longer because I have stretched that out. I have forced myself to like just deal with the greasy hair and pull out my hat and go the 4, 5, 6, 7 at the most, I think is what I've gone without washing my hair. And now day 4, I'm not dealing with greasy hair like I used to. So, so you guys can try that out. Okay. Let's see here. We talked about all of this. Okay. So now I'm going to move on to a couple more tips, okay? One thing that I've been doing at night, which I shared this on my stories and you guys maybe have seen this, is you take your hair, let's just say you curl your hair, you're going to take your hair and you're going to put it in a high ponytail and you're going to use like those soft scrunchies. I don't have a soft scrunchie. I have this guy right here. Or I have this. So I was using this a couple nights. Now this is something that I just discovered and I've tried it like for the last couple of weeks. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I love this. This totally works, okay? So you take your hair and you're gonna put it all up in a high ponytail, as high as you can get it. And you're gonna loosely wrap whatever you have around your hair. I'm not gonna leave it like this, but just to show you. And then you're gonna sleep with it like this, okay? Now what this does is, for me, it does help save my curls, but it also helps my hair from getting super flat. So I would wake up and I would curl my hair and I would wake up and it would be totally flat. And so this has definitely helped with that, okay? So that's one little tip that I wanted to share. Okay, now we're gonna move on to dry shampoo, okay, which is the key to making it the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever you want to go days, okay? This is my smoothie I'm drinking for today. It's cherry choco smoothie, and I think I have it posted on one of my Insta stories for the recipes. If you just go to the highlights under smoothies, but it's super good. All right, dry shampoo, okay? You can get one of these containers. You can use an old glass jar that you have. And here's the recipe, okay? This is what it looks like. Okay, mine is brown because I have brown hair. So I add cocoa powder to mine. It's 2 tablespoons of arrowroot powder. You can get arrowroot powder from either Amazon or like your natural health food store. For me, I add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. If you have blonde hair, you might want to leave that out. 2 drops lavender oil, 2 drops rosemary oil, and 2 drops peppermint oil. Now, you can use whatever oil you want. So it's fun because you can make this smell how you want it to smell. I think in mine, I put geranium in here because geranium is a really strong smelling oil and it's a flower. And so I wanted that smell in my hair. I have also done passion before and I loved that one, especially mixed with the chocolate. It just made it smell delicious, okay? All right, so here is what I do. I have one of these brushes. This is, I forgot what these are called, but you know, it's the for your face, right? You can get these from Target. This one is from Target. Forgot what it's called. Oh yes, lettuce head carries arrowroot powder. Yep, that is actually where I got mine from. So that is one of our local natural health food stores here in Buena Vista. Okay, so you take this brush, I forget what it's called. And what I do is I dab it in here. Now you get a lot on the brush, so tap it off. And then I use the lid and I just kind of tap more off, okay? So you see there's quite a bit on the lid, right? Okay, now I've already done this once today, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. So first of all, you're just gonna kind of get your part. And then what I do is I, go like this and just get it all throughout my hair. So around here is especially where you see a lot of the grease around your hairline and then even underneath here, okay? And then like in the back, I'll pick up the back and I'll go under there. But then I keep going back in here and I keep tapping it off and like right there, right here. Now you can do this, a couple tips for this, okay? So you wanna do this your second every day, basically, okay? A good tip is do it at night before you go to bed, because while you sleep, that's soaking up all that extra grease, okay? So do it before you go to bed. That was, that's a big tip of mine. I noticed a big difference when I started to do it at night. And then in the morning, you can do it in the morning as well. And what a lot of people will do is they will use dry shampoo for volume. So, you can like especially get underneath here and put it right there for volume. If you want, you can also get the good old comb out and do some teasing as well, okay? Or what I like to do is I take my fingers and I just go like that sometimes, and that helps give volume, okay? So dry shampoo is absolutely a must for getting by however many days you want to go without washing your hair. So I love this recipe. I've been using it for years, okay? And I love having a brush as well to do that with. All right, so that's the dry shampoo. Another recipe that I have is sea salt spray. Okay, this is what my entire family uses. So my son, he's got long, crazy hair, for those of you who know my son, and when he wakes up, it's like all over the place. So he uses this. Now, what the recipe is for this is you're gonna take a cup of warm water. You're gonna take a tablespoon of fine sea salt, which I also got from Lettuce Head. Fine sea salt, okay? You're also going to take a teaspoon of fractionated coconut oil or olive oil and a teaspoon of natural hair gel. So I use this, okay? And then your essential oils, about 15 drops. So lavender, melaleuca, and geranium, 5 drops of each. Now what this will do, so I used this, I took my bath, and then I knew I was gonna blow dry my hair, so I sprayed this in my hair, and especially my scalp, because this is what's going to give your hair texture, okay? If you like the beach wave look, this works great for that. So you can kind of pick and choose your products and what you wanna use and how you want your hair to look. But yeah, so I used this right before I blow dried my hair a little bit today. My daughter uses it in the morning, my husband uses it, and so does my son to, you know, style their hair, or for my son and my daughter to kind of get rid of that bedhead look, okay? Also, when I tag you on the form that I'm going to put on in the comments here, there's a recipe for your very own do-it-yourself shampoo and rinse. So you can make your own homemade shampoo. So if you don't, you know, want to go and buy this stuff or buy like a natural shampoo out there, you can make your own, and it's with baking soda. So that's the actual shampoo. And the rinse would be apple cider vinegar. Okay, so look up that recipe if you want to go that route and try that out. My sister is a huge fan of that, so she does that a lot. I personally don't. I should, just to try that out, but I love the shampoo and conditioner so much that I just kind of stick with this. All right, so, oh, the other thing that I was going to show you guys is, another thing I do is when I'm first styling my hair on the day 1, 2-ish, I use a big barrel curling iron, okay? And then on day like 3 or 4, so today I used this smaller one to help give it more volume, okay? And just to help basically give it more lift and more volume. So you can decide, you know, play with that as well to see what you like and what works for your hair. All right, so I think I covered everything. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments and I will get back to you. I will also post that bit.ly form where you guys can do all your own research, read the reviews. Our toxic versus natural show is posted on there. There's lots of information, lots of recipes, the dry shampoo recipe, the sea salt recipe. So it's all on there. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and we will see you next week. Bye.